Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Assemblands. Let's get back to it. I managed to recover my cash quite a bit. Since last episode, I know we're kind of struggling on that. The main thing with the cash is just making sure you keep your production lines stocked. So if we buy parts for our first production line, let's do that. I just did this, so I've got plenty, but buy some more. And then our third production line is backed up right now. We've got to set up a recycling line for this third production line. So let's do it. And I think we can just copy what we've got going on over here, right? We got an assembler, a transformer, and an oven. I think that's the same thing we got going on over here, right? Here's our assemblers. Here's our oven. Here's our transformer. We could think about redirecting, disassembling our rejected parts and throwing them back into these same three production lines, or these three portions of our production line. The problem is going to be this is already scaled for maximum output, 60 items per minute on the belt. And I think our recycle items would actually cause an overflow or a backup. So we're going to set up a separate production line. And like I said, I think for now I can just kind of copy this. Let's try it. At least this part. Copy that part. Boom. And then there's a new control here to move things. You just click on this little set of arrows. I'm going to do it up here, and I want to rotate this. And we'll see how we can make this thing work. So recycled parts are going to come out the back. This can come maybe one more closer, I think. Let's pop that down. We can always move it. I'll buy the parts that we're missing. We've got plenty of cash right now. These little control arms, I guess we can set these to what they're going to need to be. So going into the assembler, let's see. That's the oven. Going into the oven, what do we have? That's our ovens. We've got desk light, PCB, and electric parts. There's electric parts. This guy we want to change to desk light. Was it desk light PCB, right? Okay, so that half is configured. And then on the transformer side, what do we got? Desk light molder, plastic sheets. Plastic sheets, just need to change this guy to desk light molder. That's you. So those are now configured. And then how do we want to do this? I think belt this way. Let's buy some conveyor belts. I'm sure we need some. Our money's looking pretty good. Let's get 100. And we're going to have a belt here that loops around. Goes, and then we need a disassembler. Buy one of those. Is that too close to all this stuff? Let's go back a little bit. Maybe there. And what else? Then this is all going to loop around. So you... That. And all the way down here. And I think... Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it just like this. Just pause in there, because if we get some kind of weird backup, then this belt could back up, and we would want to loop this actually all the way around back to here. Give these filter arms a chance to grab again, but we'll see. We'll solve that problem if and when it happens. I think this is mostly it. We just need to route the outputs, and they're going to need their own belt. I can't connect to the existing belt, like I said, because of throughput. Oh, no. That's not what we want. We don't want that. I'm going to have to wiggle this in a bit closer. It's a bummer. Not going to waste those cardboards. That can go, and then this guy's going to rotate clockwise. Get rid of all this mess for now. Oops. Boom. One up. I think that's good. Now let's belt these guys. I think we're ready. Here come the items that need to be recycled. I think we're okay leaving this belt just backed up the way it is. Recycled parts. We could always use a conveyor bridge. It looks like I got room to do it if we wanted to put them back on this line. I don't think we're going to need to. Let's just watch this for a second and make sure that we're actually going to recycle the way we think we are. I missed a step. I think I missed the packaging step, right? Let's delete that and put a packager. Just scroll by it. Where are you? There you are, Packer. Imagine I can reuse this cardboard line. Or we can do our own. Here's our packer. Maybe we do that. Here. Then we'll give it its own spawner guy. In fact, I might be able to just copy this guy. See if that works. It doesn't look like it. Let's see. Cardboard came through. Oh, yeah. We're going to use recycled cardboard. Can I do this? I'll put... Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot about the cardboard part of this. We were pulling it off early on that line. I guess we can do the same thing. I would have to start my disassembly a whole lot earlier, right? We're working. Let's stop the flow of products. Want to disassemble, I think, early. So let's pull this out. Boom, and let's move our disassembler. Before we do, we'll see if we can recycle these parts. I'm going to put these on a temporary belt. We're going to reclaim this later. I just want to get these out of the flow. And then our packager, or our disassembler, let's move that down here. And then I need to pull off the cardboard. Disassembler, all this stuff comes through. Just thinking how I can reuse these, get this cardboard off of here and save all these parts. Let's see. Let's get a couple filter arms, see if we can pull this off. I'm gonna save that cardboard if I can. Not the end of the world if we can't. In fact, it'd simplify things if we just bite the bullet and ignore all that. So here comes the disassembler. I want to filter arm the cardboard right away. this guy here. This is going to be cardboard. Man, we unlocked a lot of stuff here. Cardboard. Then we got to move my new generators, no longer needed. This packager we need to move down, right? Right here. Move that. You over to there. Bridge this belt. Assembler, stuff comes through. And we make use of this recycled cardboard. That comes into our packager or our packer, and so does the finished part. These guys come through. This is just temporary. Then this has to loop around. Now we should be good. These belts can go. These belts can all go. What am I missing? Okay, he is producing. It looks like it's working. Back up on cardboard. Don't have a way to pull it back off, at least not at the moment I don't. See problems, I see problems. This is kind of backed up, and this over here is backed up. How can we solve for those? Let's... oh man. Didn't have that issue over here. Sure. Oh, this line is scaled up quite a bit higher, and we had a backlog of products. Wonder if that's part of the reason why. This guy was not able to keep up with the cardboard. Ideally, we could loop this cardboard back around and give it a chance to be plucked off. How could I do that? What could we do? Could do, let's try something. This may not work. Let's try it. I'm gonna loop this belt around to go down. And I'm gonna put another filter over here. This guy's gonna pluck off cardboard that managed to sneak through. And then we're gonna conveyor bridge that back. Over this way. Let's see if that does it. Let's see if that works for us. And now we can get rid of this. This was our temporary belt. And we can bridge this guy, and hopefully things will start working. While we're waiting for those to run through, let's buy some more products of everything. Go to blueprints. Let's buy this. Maybe not that many. Keep everything moving. This line should kick on now that the recycles aren't backed up. Looks like those guys are producing. They're just waiting for products to be assembled. What about this line? This line looks like it's kind of springing to life. This line's doing its thing. should see money coming in. Hopefully this is gonna run. Not sure why we had the extra cardboard. It could have been some of the things I deleted left us with extra cardboard, or it could be we just needed this extra buffer space. Yeah, even this little molder thing is kind of going around or didn't get picked up. I suppose we could always make this a bigger loop if we needed to. If there was a big rush of stuff that needed to be reworked. I think we're going to be good now. I think this is going to work. We should be getting a good amount of products out of here, right? Or, you know what I need to do here? I need to move this cardboard guy so we can get the full output now, I think. Although we're not backed up. There's not a backup here yet. Is there? They're about to be. Let's pull this guy back. Just so we can leverage both of its output ports. We'll put a belt here. Hopefully these being close together aren't going to create a problem for me. That should give us more output out of this generator. Looks like we're working. We're 54% of the way through to level 4. Cash is way better. You can see we're at like 17,000. It keeps going up. In fact, let's buy some more parts. Make sure everything keeps running. Look at that. We're buying 2,600 parts. Let's just do it. Take it. That keeps things running. Now I guess we just gotta wait till we get to 60%. What we could do, let's see, do we have the electric stuff yet? I don't think so. Miner, refiner, and power generator, we gotta wait till we get to level 4 for those things. We're stuck just waiting for things to move. We could rework something if we wanted to. This line's not super efficient. Could literally cut and paste this big monster and replace it. Would take a little bit of work to do it, but we do have time. We do have time. Can I pull it off? Let's try. Let's try. Maybe we'll do the same exact configuration. I'm going to copy all this. My generator's going to throw me off here right out of the gate. As soon as I put this down. Probably will. What we can do... I noticed, not here, but I noticed the top right of the screen under settings, we can turn our generators off. Right, so now that should shut down production. Our generators, yeah, they've stopped. I'm gonna do that just so I can copy this production line. In fact, I want, I think from here down to here. Copy this guy. Boom. And we'll move it up here, kind of off to the side. We'll get this configured and then we'll rip this one out and slot this new one in. Boom, continue. And then for our generators, once I get those configured, we can turn this, all the generators back on. So for our oven, we need electric parts and USB drive. Electric parts, and what was it? USB drive PCB. USB drive PCB. That part's done. And for our transformer, plastic sheets, and USB drive molder. Plastic sheets. USB drive molder. I think that's it. I think I can just slot this in. Cardboard is cardboard. I think, what am I missing? What am I missing? This one is kind of set up kind of a little weird. Only got 2 assemblers. This should scale up that line. So let's delete all this. This guy is going to need to output on its own line. Good. Move this over. Thinking. Let's take you. Rotate you that way. Just making a little bit of space. Set that down. I'm going to get rid of all this for a moment. Put it back down. Those belts are just going back into my inventory. Now we want to try and move this big monster closer. Here's, whoops, looks like I didn't grab everything. Top corner. There. Move. Grab my little mover controller. Leave a little bit of room. I think that'll do. This is my output. Let's belt that in. Probably missing something. It goes. And now let's turn on all of the generators. We'll get back to it. We're at 76%. These guys are kicking on. There's another kind of interesting thing we can do that we haven't looked at yet while we're waiting. We go into the market. There's a little drop down here for machines and decorations. Did we unlock? There's a sign. There it is, hologram projector. Let's buy 3 of these. And this second production line is our USB drive, right? I think what exactly is called. Boxed USB drive, right? Why don't I pop down these hologram controls? Oh, that might be it right there. Let's drop that down. Boom. If I configure this, can I do boxed USB drive? Use small size and just see what this looks like. Boxed USB drive. Cool. We can kind of mark off areas of our factory. That line is reworked. Hopefully. Yeah, check it out. I think we're producing much faster now on this line, which means more profits. This recycling line looks like it's working. Does look like it's got a little bit of a surplus of cardboard, but maybe not. We do have an extra buffer if the cardboard backs up. And then if other things back up, they just kind of circle around like these 2 guys did. So they should eventually get picked up when there's room. And we might be a tiny bit off balance because of the way I had to delete things. See how we've got a couple extra desk lights sitting here. But I think we're okay. I think that line is working. Yeah, the output looks great. We do have one thing blocked here, but that's not slowing down our production. That's looking pretty darn good. We're at 96%. We're just about ready to unlock the next tier. Take a look at our inventory just to see how things look. 175, 386. We got 0 of these microcontrollers. Let's buy some of these just to ramp this up. Level 4 USB hub PC. I don't know why you're so far down. Just amp up some of the supplies. And then we can do the mega one over here too. Now everything should keep running and we can look at what we just unlocked. Let's take a look at the market again and see what we've got. In terms of new blueprints, We saw this at the end of the last episode. We got boxed USB hub. That's our new product. Looks like it's a 4-stepper, and it's going to be a copy of our existing production lines, I think. So oven, transform, and assembly. Yeah, oven, transform, assembly. So we can set that line up pretty darn lickety quick split. That shouldn't be bad at all. What items did we unlock? Or new things. Let's go to machines. Oh, the power. Yeah, we need lots of money for power. Let's so we're gonna have to buy a power generator, a refiner, and a miner. And actually we're gonna need 3 refiners, a miner, and a power generator, but I'm gonna wait. I think they're gonna give us an error message once we run out of power. We've got new generator if we want to scale up our lines. Then we have this conveyor teleport, which is awesome. This allows us to, it's like an underground belt that works for, I think, 10 or more blocks. It's not infinite, but it will transport materials a lot farther than the conveyor bridge. But let's set up the line. Let's set up a new line over here. Eventually we're going to run out of shipping docks. We're going to have to move all this stuff out and just belt in these products and make more room. We've got tons of factory space all over here. For now, let's copy this entire line, including the recycling. It seems to be working. Sure looks nicer though, doesn't it? Than this. Maybe I should copy this for the recycling. For some reason, this line has not had an issue with the cardboard backing up. Now this one works. We'll copy all of this. Let's do it. I'm going to turn off my generators. Just so that when I copy and paste, we don't make the wrong product. Let's grab... I need a good corner. Can I grab from anywhere? Grab from there? I think so. Let's grab from here. All of that. And we'll do a copy. Let's move this kind of right there, right? Bam, our generators are turned off. Yes, I'll spend the money. Now we just need to configure everything to the new parts. So let's do the oven first. We'll look at the blueprint. So oven is USB hub PCBs. USB hub PCB. And I think it's probably electric parts. It seems like they all are, right? Okay, USB hub PCB and electric parts. And then for our transform, plastic sheets as always. USB hub molder. Okay. Gonna get us one part, that's gonna get us another part, and they're gonna get assembled. Then we need to recycle the same way. So for the oven, it's USB hub PCB. And what was the other one? USB hub molder. Then what? I gotta just wear out my recycles. We'll buy some belts. Should we slowly migrate to the higher speed ones? What's the price difference? Is it like 50 and 100? 50 and 80. Have cash. Let's try to start using these. I understand it's not going to help me if I'm piping to a slower belt, but I just want to start using those. To have it. I think we're good to go. Let's turn on the generators. We're down to 2,000 cash. Hard to see these with my little colorblind eyes, but it looks like they're working. Electronic parts? Why are you no going? I gotta buy parts probably for this blueprint, right? Next USB hub. Okay, there they go with our electronic parts. This line is not moving like I thought it would. I guess we ran out of parts. I ran out of these electric parts. Let's see about buying more of those or look at what's low, what we're low on. Going through these things like crazy. Okay, we got some products starting to trickle in. Guys shipping products. It's not as fast as I'd like. Our new boxed USB hubs look like they're going in. Nice. Those should be bringing us some decent cash. What is that cash? They're 37 a piece. The little step ups are pretty small, right? $35 to $37. The next one we're gonna get a big old jump. 79 bucks. Keep getting more parts. If we get more cash, just do it like this. Come on, fellas. I'm running short on everything here. Just looking for things that are under 100, grabbing them and buying them. You can see how fast we're burning through it though. Particularly the cardboard and the electric parts. Running low on cash here. I want saturated belts. That is very much improved. That is improving. This could be scaled up. Or no, this one's fine. And that one's doing good too. Look, our little forklifts are busy, hauling things over to the drone port. But I think we got to babysit the items a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, the reason I'm not using the blueprint purchase is because it doesn't seem like it's keeping up. What are we doing? Product shipping there. Product shipping there. Cycling line looks like it's not working. I forgot the disassembler. Right. Hit that. Shut down. And where does the disassembler go? Right where I couldn't copy paste it. So we need... I have that right next to the belt. I do. Alright, these guys... Oh, can I get you there? Yeah, good. I'm gonna belt those where they're needed. Let's put the disassembler in here that I forgot. Mark it. Up that guy down. And then we'll just do another temporary belt to get these guys back so they can be recycled. This guy can rotate back up. That guy down. I think we're back in action here. F can go. Let's go buy more items. We have cash now. We'll try it up here. Let's see up where that left us. So I just bought everything. Yes, that did all right, right? It looked like it stocked up just about everything. Tons of parts coming off that line. Cycle line is struggling to catch up, but it will catch up. Our new product. This guy is what? What are you waiting on? Looks like he's starting to send products through. Yeah, there's a bunch of products waiting to get assembled here. That line should start producing. We got a little influx of cash. Let's keep buying product. Inputs. And now that line's finally producing. This guy's producing, but it looks a little slow to me. Oh, not too bad. That guy's doing fine. All right, we're on our way to level 5. We're at 32% of the way there. We haven't got a warning on our power yet. I'm anticipating we are going to get one. And I kind of want to see that before we invest in power. Solar panels are over here, so let's see our little power screen. Oh yeah, you can see our accumulated power, our storage. See our power going down? That's how much power we have stored up. Let's let that drain and see what happens. See what if we get an error or something. Right now we have insufficient power to keep the factory going. And we're draining our batteries, basically. Cash looks decent. Let's keep the factory supplied. I think we're okay. We have a couple things that are really low here as far as parts. Tempted to shore these up. What are we doing? It's all right. That belt's not saturated. We've got our generators configured so we're getting the maximum throughput on those. Don't see any issues offhand. Belts all look like they're connected. That should be fine. It's a cut and paste of the one we just looked at. This production looks pretty good. Recycles are keeping up. Same thing here. Recycle belt is open. Same thing here. We're good. Okay, here we go. Here's our warning. Your factory consumes more energy than it produces. Open the power management and find out how to fix it. All right. Power management is what we were just looking at. How much cash do we have? Not enough. Where are you? Power management screen? Over here. Yeah, we're getting lower and lower and lower. Emergency energy, I think we can probably buy a short-term supply of power. Emergency energy can be used for your company's overconsumption of power. This will give you 1 minute of power. During this time, you should place some power generators. Be self-sufficient. Click the request button to continue. Let's do it with, we can do it, I guess. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. They gave us a little bit of a reprieve. Wonder if that cost money. No, we're doing good on cash. All right, let's set up some power generation. I think we have enough cash to do it. And let's set it up way in this little corner. I don't think it needs to connect to anything. We need a few components for this. Let's do it. Into the market. We need a miner. This thing generates 60 items per minute, $8,500. Oof. We're going to buy it. We have to. And since that does 60 and our little refiners, this is the refiner's machine used to refine the minerals extracted by the miner machine. This is 20 per minute. That guy's 60, so we need 3 of these, right? And then power generator takes 60. So that'll take the output from the refiners, the 3 refiners. We just need one of these. Buy one of those. And let's pop those guys down. I'm going to just utilize this tiny corner. So miner first. Pop that guy down. Right, and that guy's kicking out 60. I need a splitter. I got to run those through refiners. Been a while since I bought splitters. Where are you? Let's get 10 of those so we have them on hand, or 11. So splitter here. And then we need belts. Boom. Boom. There's our ore coming out, and now we need to refine all this. Refiner here. 3 of these. I think we can click and drag these. Oh, it's going to change the direction. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3 refiners, and then these all merge back into one belt. That might do it right there. Boom. And this guy goes down. And then this all gets fed into our new generator, power generator. Is that? No, the input is there. Bam. I think that's all there is to it. Now we're producing energy. Let's take a look at the graph. Boop, boop. That's us. Boom. We're now producing enough energy. You can see we're probably going to need to do more of that as we play on. But now we've got a total capacity of 15,000 power units. We're getting 10,000 from our solar panels that came for free, and we're getting an extra 5,000 capacity from our new generator that we just plopped down. And it looks like we're doing pretty good. So our storage is kind of maxed out. The power's in good shape. I just need to keep an eye on our inventory of inputs for our factory. Where are you? Down here. These guys are all starved out, waiting on inputs, looks like. Cardboard, probably. Let's go to blueprints. Parts. It's only going to let me buy 54. Let's see what it gave me in cardboard. It gave me quite a bit. Like all the production lines seem to be using the plastic sheets, electronic parts, and cardboard, right? And then it's different PCBs and different molders based on the product. So far, that's what we're seeing. So not bad. Yeah, this is the easiest production line yet. It's going to get a bit more complicated, I think, as we move on. Next product. We'll just wait till we get to the next level. Basically, I'll keep the input supplied. Boxed USB hub, that's the one we just did. Next up is boxed USB drive plus the hub bundle. It's really a boxed USB drive and USB hub bundle. Both of those things boxed. We have those 2 production lines. In fact, we could label one we just did. Boxed USB hub. That's down here, right? Box USB. Oops. Must have hit tab or something. USB. Can I not make that capital? Apparently not. USB. Oh. All right. Boom. So we can see that's box USB hub line. What we're going to need to do for the next one, I guess, is copy this production line twice. Once for the hub, or copy this one, which is already set up for the hub. And then copy this one, which is this one up here. Boxed USB, yeah, the USB drive. And then both of those products will be boxed together. Oh, we have to run those through a new machine, I think, actually. Pull this off. Let's look at it. Can we see the production? Yeah, we're going to need this combiner for the next level. we have that unlocked yet? Not yet. So we got to get to level 5. But we kind of know what we're going to need to do. In fact, we could probably even start setting it up and just wait for the wait till we unlock the combiner. I think we'll wrap this episode here. I'll make sure that we've got supplies, input supplies. I'll do that now. Up to the top. And monitor these lines. And then when we come back next episode, hopefully I'll have a decent amount of cash set up. And we can do that next production line. We're also probably going to need to think about declogging these bays, these output bays, shipping docks or whatever. I guess we've got room for 2 more big production lines, but we're going to need to think about moving stuff over into the other part of the factory here. And making room, but we'll see. It shouldn't be too bad. The next thing should be actually fairly easy. Like I said, I'll keep the supplies up, the input supplies, keep our lines running in between episodes, and we'll get working on the next thing. That is it for this episode. I want to thank the developer Tafusoft for sponsoring the first 3 episodes of this Let's Play. We are going to continue this one on. It's pretty cool. We got lots more to do. But man, let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think of this game, Assemblands. It's going to release today as this video posts. So April 16th, 2025, this game should be available 1.0 release. Highly recommend checking it out. It's a ton of fun. We're obviously just barely scratching the surface. Look at the tiny little bit of factory we've used and how much factory space we've got available to us. We look at the blueprints. We scroll down. Get a whole bunch more stuff to build. I mean, there's a ton of products, and you can see they get more complex. So we've been doing products that only have like a 4-step process. This guy's got 8 steps. Let's see if we go all the way down. Oh, that one's got 6 steps. Interesting. 5 steps. 10 steps. And then some of these are using inputs that are generated from probably other production lines. Yeah, the last product is a boxed hoverboard. It's only got 9 steps. And it sells for $350. Nice. Anyway, that's it for this one. I will see you all in the next episode.